What is up, everybody? So, thanks for tuning in. Let's start with that. 3-Series Garage Tech Matt, however you follow us, depending on how you know us. Today's review is a $55 set, which looks like it retails for about $170. Half-inch drive chrome Craftsman V-Series metric socket set. Let's open it up and dive on in. Alrighty, so I've heard a lot about this set. Half-inch drive metric socket ratchet set. So to start off, it's got these really cool little like automatic push latches on either side. It appears the big extension is the handle. Check that out. There is your information on the set. You got an 8, 10 all the way to 19 with no skips, 21, 22, 24, which are pretty common, 27, 30, and 32. Now that is a robust set if you ask me. 5-inch and 10-inch locking extensions. A bi-material or soft grip ratchet, which is foreign made, Taiwan, so you know what that looks like. And then we got a 1/2-inch universal joint, so let's check it out. Yeah, so latches are actually really nice. Huh. That's really cool. Really cool. So, let's get you on down in here. Yeah, maybe that's a little better, huh? Yeah, how about that, guys? Okay. So, I hear a lot about the ratchets. They're obviously a sealed unit, you see. Mine right off the bat, the first thing I notice is that you know where it pops out there, out of the where the anvil or drive pops out of the ratchet head. I cannot get. Yeah, it sounds like there's some sort of wicked, I guess, dual pawl design in there. If you guys listen really close, you cannot get a single ratchet in. It's more like you can't get one single pawl to move at a time. They one right after another. So maybe if we get this 32mm socket, well, oh, good Lord. We're going to have to cut that out. Technical difficulties, user errors. Oh, geez. Anywho, I heard a lot about people saying their sockets. Actually, it was the 8mm. I heard a lot about the 8mm not going on the ratchet or sockets in general. Mine pops on. Sorry, I keep getting these random telemarketer calls, and every time I do it, pauses the video. But yeah, I get a lot of, or heard and seen a lot about the, look at that. The finish is already coming off the ratchet anvil just from popping a couple sockets on. How cheap is that? Come on, Taiwan. Let's do a little better. Anywho, there's the V-Series 8mm 1/2-inch drive. Mine went right on without a problem. Came right off without a problem. It's a thing for me that every time I get a socket set or something like this, you have to, excuse me, we're still in the uphill battle of sickness. I tend to test every piece out because, you know, you're not going to use every single piece in some sets that you get right away. It might take 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months to use every single piece in this set. Who knows? So, me going ahead and testing every size, making sure everything fits and the ratchet works, and, you know, the extension's not binding up, or the universal joint here. Make sure these really stout sounding locking extensions, you know, make sure they take a socket and work. Because, I mean, yeah, there's no return in this. This was from one of them like Amazon return stores, so I got this dirt cheap, that's why. Either way, you always want to test your sets out. Make sure everything's there. Make sure it's good to go. Taiwan garbage in my case, whatever. So that's what I always do. I'm just going to go through and test every single one, I guess. Let's move you up a little bit there. And yeah. So we're up to the 15. Heck, it looks like that one was used. I don't know if I tested the 14 or not, but push them on, give them a slight wiggle and pull off. Always look at your sizes, make sure it's the correct size. So there, we're on the 16. There's a 17. And they did a good job at putting that in there. That's a really nice firm logo. 17 works. That's going to be a trustily used socket. 18, 19. Then we skip 20. Go to 21. You usually won't have a problem with these bigger sockets. And if you do, it's usually just a little piece of metal down in the drive hole, and you can just use a punch and get it out. I've seen that a couple times on some of my newer snap-on sockets, where like the ball detent hole in the side of the socket isn't completely punched through. Like, it's punched through, but the piece never came out, so it's just kind of in there. You just got to pop it out with a little roll pin or something. You know, this is a really robust set, guys. Not a problem with anything so far. The ratchet works great. I mean, I can't say works great. I haven't really used it, of course. You didn't see me use it. We're just kind of going through and testing it all. Yeah, so ball detent on the locking extensions works great. This here little tab's nice and firm. And if you look in there, there is a ball, and there is a ball. So it's like a double ball locking detent. So there's not much to fail in there. It's just two balls pressing against each other, which is a really sleek design. Once this rod goes up, let's see if we can get you zoomed in just a cunt here. Once that rod goes up over the ball there and pushes it in, there's nothing that can really fail. I mean, you guys hear it. It sounds pretty stout. So not going to complain on that too much. Let's see the extensions. They take the ratchet as well. Really nice. Looks like you got probably I don't know, it's not in the part number, but I would say an 11-inch extension and like a 4 or 5-inch extension. You don't get a whole lot of flex there, but it will flex for you. So there you go. This little rubber design here in the case, that is honestly really simple but practical. You see it up here on the you know, everywhere where there's going to be a socket sitting, there's a little piece of rubber backing, the extensions, everything. So once you latch your case shut, ultimately nothing's going nowhere. and you're holding it by the handle. I mean, that's really cool, guys. So, yeah. Whether it helps much or not, I believe that's your part number there. Yep. So it's CMMT 45755V. These retail at $170. This is where I got it, here in Central PA. So if you're close, go check them out. But all over the country, everywhere, there's these little stores. There it is, guys. I mean, that's a really robust set for just being a 1/2-inch drive chrome socket set. It really is. There you go. You can look at it a little more if you want to go purchase it. Part number up here in the corner. Your case and what it looks like, and your information on what's in the case. Get you zoomed out just a little bit. There you can, yeah, there you can read everything over here, your features. That's about it, guys. Anti-slip design, really nice ratchet. Everything feels really sturdy. It's kind of like a really thicker, hard plastic case, so really can't complain too much about that. For $55 for a set that retails for 3 times that, I won't complain. As you may or may not have seen, it already has found its home right here in, let's get you off the stand, the top section of our big mothership socket drawer. As we slowly get more chrome metric sockets, which we have a gear wrench master 12-piece set on order. It's like 200 and some sockets of nothing but 12 points. So that's really needed. That'll take up pretty much everything here. Stay tuned. We are getting another box almost exactly like this, just without this one here. It's a Series 3, so stay tuned. This little red douche is going, and we're going to get the slate gray to match or come close to matching my storm gray snap-on toolbox. So you all stay tuned. The little shabby packed shop is getting more packed because we have a workbench coming for there as well. So I'm not sure what to do with that Monster mobile cart. Again, anybody in Central Pennsylvania interested in a really nice original Monster roll cart? Well, Monster Mobile was made by or for Homac, whatever. Right now it's just kind of a spare overflow drawer or cart with everything I would kind of use. Homac, there's your part number. It's a 35-inch RS Pro roll cart, 7-drawer green. I got lucky enough to get this thing with all the original stickers and barcodes and shit on it. This is almost, well, this is in comparison to like your Matco carts, I believe it is, with the integrated side there, your screwdrivers or pry bars or whatever are not outside the box. They're inside the box. Everything is inside the corner guards of the box. This is really, really nice, and I believe that's the only reason it is in like pristine condition. It's because unlike most of your roll carts and little boxes, you know, you rub something against that, like my handy dandy push cart here, that when I'm doing a job, tearing shit down, it goes over there. That's just a bunch of mojo mumble bumble from the homemade workbench that was here, which doesn't matter. But yeah, I believe just the way it's designed is the only reason this thing is in like pristine shape for being made in 2016, guys. That's a really old box. That drawer sounds like shit because it's missing one ball bearing slide on the other side. You have no problem if you push it in like that. They have a super strong like latch detent. which holds them shut when you're rolling it around. They are pretty much your full-length drawers. They come all the way out flush to the edge of the box here. Really nice cart. I don't know what else to say. There's like 60 pounds of wrenches in that drawer, and it's just like smooth as butter. Believe it or not, believe it, it's a lot smoother than some of the drawers in that cart. Granted, my floor is not, right here's a nice dip under the center of my toolbox, but I'm big on weight distribution, so firm believer in the only way you're going to make your toolbox drawers slide nicely is having your weight evenly distributed from front to back and side to side. Anywho, be gone with all the nonsense. Today's review was 15 minutes longer than it needed to be for some Craftsman V-Series. Let me know, guys. Did I get ripped off? Because I have the SAE set of this, and the metric and SAE V-Series wrench sets coming as well. So stay tuned. Until the next one, guys. Yo Tech Matt out. Keep on wrenching.